Hello to our incoming sixth grade students and families. Welcome to Emerson Middle School. My name is Mrs. Alimo, and I am the principal of Emerson. We are so excited to welcome you to sixth grade as the class of 2023. You are almost Emerson Eagles, and we couldn't be more proud to welcome you into our school. Over the course of this video, you're going to learn a lot of information about sixth grade. So sit back and enjoy, and please remember to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. Please remember, incoming sixth graders, we are so excited to meet you in the fall.
Greetings, incoming sixth grade class of Emerson Middle School. Welcome to your home for the next 3 years. My name is Mr. Benka, and I'm the assistant principal, and I'd like to encourage you as you come to Emerson to get to know as many students as possible and to trust that your teachers are going to take good care of you academically and socially. I look so forward to being able to spend time with you and getting to know as many of you as possible. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Schulman. It's so nice to meet you. I cannot wait to get started next year and work with each and every one of you. I look forward to meeting you and learning more about all of you. Take care.
Hello students, I am so excited to welcome you to Emerson. My name is Mrs. Odell and I will be your social worker. I hope you are looking forward to sixth grade just as much as I am. I am so excited to be a part of your middle school experience. I will be your grade level social worker for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I look forward to meeting everyone and working with your sixth grade teams, and I hope you have a great rest of the school year. Bye.
Hi future Emerson Eagles, how's it going? My name is Miss Winek and I teach science on the Ravens team. I look forward to teaching some of you guys next year. I just wanted to say hi and welcome you to the Emerson community. Everyone take care, bye.
What's up, guys? It's your future favorite teacher, Mr. G. I just want to welcome you incoming sixth graders into the Emerson family. I am about as excited to see you guys as I am to see White Sox baseball this year. So can't wait to see you guys in the fall. Take care until then.
Future sixth graders of Emerson. I'm Miss Kime. I'm the sixth grade social studies teacher on the Sugar Gliders, or 6-2 team as it's sometimes called. I'm so looking forward to getting to meet each and every one of you when we get back to school. I know it's been a crazy time and what a way to end your 5th grade year, but I promise you we have some great stuff in store for you at Emerson, and we're so excited to welcome you with open arms into our building. Can't wait to meet ya. Bye-bye.
Greetings and welcome to Emerson. My name is Mrs. Navis. I'm the language arts teacher on the Sugar Glider team. I am really looking forward to meeting you next year. I hope that until then you have a wonderful summer and get lots of reading done.
Hi incoming sixth graders, my name is Mrs. Warnicki. I am the math teacher on the Sugar Glider team. I'm really looking forward to meeting you in the fall. This is just a sample of what you're going to be learning next year. So have a great summer. See you soon.
Hi, welcome to Emerson. This is Mrs. White from the 6th grade Sugar Gliders team. Looking forward to meeting you all.
My name is Mrs. Anderson. I am the special education teacher that works with the Sugar Glider team. I wanted to take an opportunity and say welcome to Emerson. I hope that you are looking forward to this new chapter in life, and I hope that you are excited to be an Emerson Eagle. Have a good summer and see you next fall.
I'm Mrs. Hutchinson. I teach C of C Math, 6th grade at Emerson, and I look forward to meeting you all next year.
Hello, incoming 6th graders. I am Mrs. Fuzzican and I teach language arts on the Fireflies team and C of C language arts. We are so looking forward to seeing your smiling faces at Emerson. We have awesome activities and events planned for you. I hope you have a wonderful summer, and we'll see you soon.
Hey Emerson, class of 2023, my name is Miss Pottinger and I am the science teacher on the Firefly team. 23 is my lucky number, so I know next year is going to be a great one. So what you can do for me all right now is just keep working on that remote learning, finish up your elementary career strong, have a nice relaxing summer, and we will be ready to go in the fall.
Hello, greetings from Emerson. My name is Mrs. Eichinger and I teach math on the Firefly team. Have a great summer, and I look forward to meeting some new Eagles in the fall. Take care.
Future Emerson Eagles. I am Mrs. Wick. I teach LA and Social Studies on the Firefly teams. I'm looking forward to meeting you all next year in the fall. I hope you have an awesome summer because 6th grade is going to be an awesome year.
Hello again. This is Mrs. Alimo, the principal of Emerson Middle School. On behalf of our entire staff, I would once again like to say welcome to Emerson. We are so excited to welcome in the class of 2023, our new 6th graders. Typically, we would invite our incoming 6th graders over to Emerson a few times during 5th grade. Since we're unable to do that right now, I wanted to take the opportunity to talk to you about some of the exciting things that Emerson offers, and to also give you a virtual tour of the building. Hopefully in August, we'll be able to have you in the building for an open house to get to know us better. But for now, let's talk about some of the awesome things that Emerson has to offer. At Emerson, we have 3 administrators that are always around to help you. Myself, Mrs. Alimo, the principal, Mr. Banka, who is our assistant principal, and Mrs. Schulman, who's our associate principal, and also new next year at Emerson, like all of our incoming 6th graders. I know she's really excited to get to learn everything about Emerson with you. Finally, we have Mrs. Odell, who is our 6th grade social worker. One of the wonderful things about Emerson is that every grade level, including 6th grade, has its own social worker. So if you ever need anything, all 4 of us are here to help you. Emerson may be a little bit bigger than your elementary school was. We have about 886 students coming back to us in the fall, including all of you. But with all of those students, we also have a really large number of staff. We have 108 teachers and staff who are there to help you along the way. As you can see in the picture posted here, we have one of our incoming 8th grade homerooms in the foyer with the eagle, our mascot. So welcome to Emerson. You're now an Eagle. I want to take a minute to talk about who the Eagles really are. And I wanted to show you some of my favorite pictures of Emerson over the years. In the top right-hand corner, we have a 6th grade homeroom, Mrs. Navez's homeroom, who's part of the Sugar Glider team. And in this picture, they're doing a team building activity, which is just one part of homeroom. We'll talk about that in a little bit. In the bottom center, we have a picture of the Emerson Middle School Symphonic Band. They played at the Chicago Dogs game in the beginning of last school year. It was an amazing event for all of our band students. On the left-hand side of the screen, we have students who are in class experiencing different technologies and working together collaboratively. And that's part of who we are at Emerson. We work together to make things happen and to learn. Before we really get started here, I want to tell you about some of the things that we believe and some of the things that we understand about 6th grade. At Emerson, we believe that giving up is not an option. We fail forward until we succeed. We all truly believe that everyone should feel safe, secure, and comfortable. So when you're at Emerson, if you ever need anything, a teacher, a staff member, or even one of your classmates is always there to help you and guide you along. Everyone wants our students to be successful. We're here to do whatever we can to help you to learn and discover. And finally, we know that learning is collaborative. You'll work together with your classmates, with your family, with your staff, and with our entire school to make middle school as amazing as it can be. And as you transition into 6th grade, into middle school, we totally understand that this can be a major change for you. 6th grade is definitely a little bit different than 5th grade. And at times, you may find that it could be challenging. Your classes may get a little bit harder. Maybe you'll have a little bit more homework, or you'll have to meet new people and get to know new teachers. And with that will come increased responsibilities. And we know that this is a little scary, but I promise that it'll be exciting and totally worth it. So know that we all make mistakes, and the first few weeks at Emerson may be a little tough. And you may need help, but that's what we're here for. All of our staff is there to help you. And for the first few weeks of school, or maybe even the first month, we'll do everything that we can to get you acclimated to Emerson Middle School. When you enter as a 6th grader, you'll be placed on a team. We have 3 6th grade teams. We have Team 6-1, which is also known as the Ravens team. We have Team 6-2, which is also known as the Sugar Glider team. And we have Team 6-3, which is also known as the Firefly team. We also have 2 6th grade channels of challenge teachers, one for language arts and one for mathematics. And they're shared throughout all of the teams. So if you're in any CFC classes, you'll still be able to be on any team and have those teachers. So as I said, you'll be placed on one of these teams. And within this team, you'll go to homeroom every morning for about 5 minutes. One of your core teachers on your team will be your homeroom teacher. You will also receive instruction from these teachers in our 4 core subjects, which is math, science, social studies, and language arts. And every day you'll have your core classes and go to your core teachers. Teams will consist of 3 or 4 homerooms, and our students are equally distributed among these teams. So no team is better than the other. To give you an example, I actually taught at Emerson in 6th grade, and I was a part of every single team at some point. So I know from experience that all of the teams are amazing. Let's talk a little bit about your 6th grade classes. So you will have many different classes throughout the day, and you'll be traveling to different classes, which is very different than 5th grade. Throughout the day, you'll have your core subjects: language arts, math, social studies, and science. So you'll have 4 core classes, and each of them are 60 minutes or 1 hour long. In addition to that, you may also take world language. So you'll either have Spanish or French for 1 semester or half the year. Every student will also take PE or physical education, and you'll have it every day for the whole year. And then finally, we also offer our 6th graders exploratory classes, also known as elective classes. You will have the opportunity to take industrial arts, technology, health, FACS, which stands for Family and Consumer Sciences, and then art and music. These classes will rotate on a 6, 9, or 12-week basis. And I know that sounds a little confusing right now, but I promise that you'll understand as the year goes on. So for example, industrial arts and FACS are 6-week classes. Technology and health are 9-week classes, and art and music are 12-week classes, or a full trimester. We also offer support and intervention classes to students who may need them. So for example, a student could be in a reading intervention class, a math intervention class, or an academic support class if they need it. Here's a sample of a 6th grade schedule. Now, not everyone's schedule will look like this, but I just wanted to show a sample of what it could look like. So at Emerson, our doors open at 7:58. Unless you need to come in early to see a teacher, then you can come into the school with a pass from your parent at 7:35. Homeroom starts at 8:05, and you're expected to be in your seat at that time. Like I said before, homeroom is only about 5 minutes. After homeroom, you'll go to your first exploratory or PE. From there, you'll go to 2 core classes, and these could be math, language arts, science, or social studies. Right in the middle of the day, you'll have another exploratory or PE, and then also another exploratory or PE. I just want to clarify something though. In the light blue colors, you won't have PE 3 times. You'll have an exploratory or PE. Finally, you'll go to lunch and recess. Recess is about 20 minutes, and lunch is also about 20 minutes. From there, you'll go to your final core classes, so math, science, social studies, or language arts, whatever's left over from the morning. And then at 3 o'clock, we have dismissal. So I know that in fifth grade, you get out of school at 4. In middle school, it's a little bit different. On Wednesdays, we get out at 2:10 for early dismissal, but on most days, we get out at 3. Like I stated in a previous slide, sometimes you may have a support class instead of an exploratory class. For 6th grade, you spend your whole day with only 6th graders, so none of your classes are mixed with 7th or 8th graders. One of the really special things about Emerson is that the 3rd floor is designated for 6th grade. So all of our 6th grade lockers are on the 3rd floor. Our 6th grade students also have the opportunity to access clubs, activities, and extracurriculars after school. And this is when you could be mixed with other Emerson students who are in 7th or 8th grade. So let's talk about homeroom for a bit. Homeroom is really going to be a great time for you to meet new people and get to know your teachers. So your homeroom will be with one of your core teachers. So either your LA, math, science, or social studies teacher. Homeroom meets every morning, and this is where you'll hear announcements. Your teacher will give you reminders, and possibly there may be some paperwork that you need to take home. Homeroom is also a time where you'll engage in our SOARS days. So SOARS days happen about every 2 or 3 weeks, and this is a time in which you'll learn from one of our second step lessons. So you may learn about making new friends, resolving conflicts, setting goals, or handling different emotions. And you'll do this with your homeroom classmates and also your homeroom teachers. So as you can see, this is a great time to make new friends, build relationships and connections with those you may not know. It'll also be a time for you to get to know other teachers. So your homeroom will be with a core teacher from your team, but it'll also be with a teacher that you may not know because you may not have them in class. So as you can see in the picture here, Miss Nguyen on the right is a language arts teacher on the Ravens team. But Mr. Hammer on the left is a 7th and 8th grade Spanish teacher. He's a homeroom teacher for 6th grade, so these lucky 6th grade students get to meet him as well. So as you can tell, this is a great time to make new relationships and for team building. In order to support all of our students at school, we do have some resources that are available to you. One of them is the social worker. So we have Mrs. Odell, who is a dedicated 6th grade social worker. There's also a nurse at Emerson at all times. So if you ever are feeling ill or you have to take a medication or you need anything, you can go to the nurse. We also have a main office, which is where our administrators' offices are. And also we have 3 secretaries there who are happy to help you at any time in the day. I think the most important supports during school are going to be your teachers and your friends or new classmates that you meet. They're going to be at the front lines helping you with anything that you need. But again, the principals are always there. One of the most special things about Emerson is that we offer a ton of extracurricular activities, and we encourage our students to get involved as much as possible. This is going to be a great way for you to meet new people and to make new friends. So one thing that I love about Emerson is the fact that we have so many clubs after school. So from 3 to 4, every day except for Wednesdays, we have clubs that are open to students. And I've listed a ton of them that we had for this current school year on the right-hand side. Now, if there is not something on this list that you're interested in, you can start your own club. So for example, you may be interested in Star Wars, and you may want to start a Star Wars club. All you need to do is get 5 more friends to join the club and find a teacher to be the club sponsor. And you can start a club. It's as easy as that. We also have some sports that are offered to 6th grade students. We have cross country that happens in the fall, and we also have wrestling that starts in the winter and ends in the early spring. Cross country and wrestling are open to 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students, and they're very popular at Emerson. every year we have about 100 students participate in cross country and wrestling. So if either of those sound interesting to you, I would definitely recommend that you sign up for them. We also have intramurals that happen about once a week after school from 3 to 4. And these are in the gym. So if you're interested in playing floor hockey, basketball, soccer, badminton, I would definitely look into signing up to play an intramural. We also have after-school supports for students who may need help with classwork or homework. We have a group after school called ASSP, which stands for After School Support Program, that is open to all students from 3 to 4 o'clock. We have a language arts room, a math room, and then an extra room. So if you need help with any subjects that are not LA or math, you can go to that extra room and get help with it. A teacher will always be there to help you. So how do we communicate at Emerson? There's a number of ways that teachers and staff communicate with students, and students can also communicate with their parents, and teachers can communicate with parents. One thing is every student at the beginning of the year will get an assignment notebook. This will allow them to write down their homework so that they do not forget about anything that they need to do. Another tool that we offer are report cards. So at the end of every trimester, we have 3, we send report cards home to our families. In the fall and in the spring, we have parent conferences where parents can come in and talk to teachers about student progress. Every teacher also has a website which lists classwork and homework, so a student can always easily access anything they need on their teacher's website. We also offer PowerSchool, which is our student and parent portal, so our students and our parents can check homework, grades, or any missing assignments there. And then finally, something that's different than 5th grade, our students can access an email account. Students can email one another if they need to talk about something for class, or they can email their teachers. The only thing that our students cannot do is email outside of the District 64 portal. So students, you cannot email your parents or anyone outside of District 64. So now I want to take you on a virtual tour of our building and talk to you about some of the floors and classrooms that you'll probably see at Emerson as a 6th grader. To start out, this is our building. This is what the front looks like. And underneath the foyer on the left is our entrance to the main office. Here we have our first floor. So when you walk into Emerson at the main office, you'll immediately see our front office. That's where our secretaries are, and that's also where our principal offices are. So if you ever need anything from a principal or an assistant principal or one of our secretaries, I would encourage you to go to the front office. We also have a nurse's office. So like I said, if you're not feeling well or need to take some type of medicine, you would go to the nurse's office to do that. And then finally, we have our foyer. So as you can see, we have our eagle mascot in the middle there. You'll often see students walking through the foyer on their way to class, or they may be hanging out on the benches doing some type of work for a class. Also on the first floor, right next to our main office, we have our speech therapy and social work / counseling offices. So this is where Mrs. Odell, our 6th grade social worker, would be housed if you ever needed her. And her office is in the lower left-hand corner where it says Mrs. Odell on her door. Also on the first floor is our lunchroom. So 6th grade has lunch together. They're not mixed with 7th or 8th grade students, but every 6th grader will have lunch together. As you can see in the left-hand upper corner, we have a full cafeteria where students and staff can buy lunch. We offer items such as pizza, hamburgers, french fries, cookies, ice cream, chips. We also offer some healthy options like fruit, yogurt, vegetables, water. And you can buy lunch every day if you would like to, or you can bring your own. In the middle, at the top, is what a typical lunchroom would look like when lunch is going on. So we do have a lot of students in there, but we also have a lot of staff members who are there to help you as well during the lunch period. In the bottom right corner is what recess will look like. So we'll go out to the back blacktop, and students will be there out there playing, throwing a ball around, or just chatting with their friends. Our lunchroom is also called the MPR, the multi-purpose room. So if you ever hear anyone saying, I'm going to the MPR for lunch, that's the same thing as the cafeteria. We use the MPR for plays. So some of our music classes may go down there to record a play or act it out for other classmates. We also have concerts there. So if you're in band or choir, you may perform in the MPR. And then finally, our spring musical happens in the MPR. And this is also open to all 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. This is also an activity where we have a ton of Emerson students participate. So this past year, we put on Peter Pan, and we had about 100 students perform in it, which was amazing. Everyone says it's a wonderful time. So I highly encourage you to participate in our musical if you're interested. And then finally, in October, we have a 6th grade social in which we invite students to wear their costumes, play games, dance, and enjoy some snacks. So let's talk a little bit about our elective classes. And this is also going to bring us to the second floor. So on the second floor, we have our foods room and our sewing room. So this would be your FACS Exploratory, that family and consumer science class. So this is a picture of what both of those classrooms would look like. We also have our music wing, which is another exploratory that you would participate in, music class. So we have a band room if you were going to go for a band practice in the morning. And on the right-hand side in the center is what a typical music class or a keyboarding class would look like. We also have our industrial technology classes. So here are some pictures of a drafting class, a woods class, and a plastics class. So during your exploratory, you may be in 1, 2, or 3 of these classes, depending on what you're learning at the time. For PE, we have our locker rooms on the left. So there's a girls' locker room and a boys' locker room. And every day you'll have to change into your uniform and lock your stuff up in the locker room. And then on the center and the right-hand side is what our gym looks like. As you can notice, it's pretty large, so there's a few other gym classes going on at the same time. On the bottom, we have a picture of our fitness center. Your PE class may go into the fitness center once in a while to work out. On the second floor, we also have our Learning Resource Center, or the LRC. Here's a spot where your classes may come sometimes to check out books or learn new things from our librarian. And sometimes you may come here after school to do homework or to check out books as well. The LRC is also open before school as well as after school for students who would like to go there to study or do homework. So now this brings us to the third floor. And the third floor is where we have our 6th grade classrooms and also our art classes. So as you can see on the left, we have an art class listed, and this is what your classroom would look like. In the middle, we have the 6th grade hallway. It's a rather large hallway that leads down to all of the core classes. And as you can see, it's pretty typical for students to be working in the hallway sometimes or to be passing on their way to another class. Then finally, we have a ton of art displays on the third floor since our art classes are up there. And that's a picture of Mr. Marks, one of our art teachers. So as you can see, the 6th grade hallway on the third floor is pretty busy, but this is where you'll be the majority of your day. As I'm sure you've guessed, we have 3 floors at Emerson, so you're going to be walking up and down the stairs as well as being in the hallway. At times, it can be a little busy, but our students are really good about being safe and staying on the right side of the hallway. As a 6th grader, you'll also get a locker and a new Chromebook. So the lockers are a little bit bigger than they are in 5th grade, but one major change is that you'll get a lock, and you'll have to keep your locker locked at all times. So over the summer, when we invite our incoming 6th graders for open house, we will give everyone a new lock, and you'll have the opportunity to take the lock home and practice it as much as you need to before school actually starts. We also have Chromebook storage. So for example, if you're going to PE and you don't need your Chromebook, you can store it there until you go to your next class. At Emerson, we also do have bathrooms and elevators. Our bathrooms are on every single floor, very near the center of the floor. And we also have an elevator for students who may need it. Students are only allowed to use the elevator if they have an elevator pass for an injury or an illness or something of that nature. That brings us to the end of our tour here. Thank you for sticking with me and taking a look and hearing all about Emerson. We truly are so excited for you to come to us in the fall. It is going to be an amazing experience. I just know it. If you're interested in something that I did not cover in this video, please email me with any questions or any concerns. I'm happy to hear from you, and I look forward to meeting everyone soon.
Hi, I'm Mia. I was in the Sugar Gliders court in 6th grade. The differences I noticed between 5th and 6th grade was in 5th grade, you were all in the same room and you had the same teacher the whole day. And in 6th grade, you got to switch classes, got new teachers, and you got a lot more freedom, and you got to meet new friends. So that was pretty fun.
Emerson's a much bigger school. So the best thing you can do to take advantage of that is to try to meet new people and expand your social circle while still keeping your old friends from elementary school. But if you keep a positive mindset, Emerson's going to be a great experience.
Be the amount of kids in the halls during passing period. So you guys just walk in single file lines when going from class to class. But in 6th grade and throughout the rest of your schooling life, it's going to be a lot more crowded.
So a big change was the homework load. It takes a while to get used to, but it's definitely manageable. Another change is that you get more freedom. You're able to walk around without a teacher guiding you, and you can take a lot of cool classes, and they offer a lot of cool clubs that you don't have in elementary school.
At Emerson, there were a lot more people, but it actually turned out to be a good thing because I ended up meeting a lot new people, and it was really fun. And Emerson was also a lot bigger than my elementary school, but it's really not that bad because you find your way around and get used to it within like the first week or two. And yeah, it's really not that bad because you get your bearings pretty quickly.
It was the amount of homework I was getting. So in 5th grade, I didn't really get like any. And then in 6th grade, I did get it either nightly or maybe every other night. And then secondly, changing for PE. I was not used to having to put on a whole new uniform. And you do have to do that in middle school because you don't want to be smelly. And I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, I found transitioning pretty easy.
Hello, my name is Emma, and I'm a Soaring Eagle at Emerson Middle School. One thing I was nervous about when coming to Emerson was switching classes and navigating the hallways. It can be scary going into a new place and not knowing quite where you need to go. However, I quickly learned that there are many people willing to help you find the class that you need to be in. Also, Emerson's layout is actually pretty simple and you'll get a hang of it in no time.
Hi, incoming 6th grader. My name is Evelyn, and these are my favorite classes at Emerson. So my favorite class in 6th grade was probably social studies because I got to learn about the ancient civilizations, and I think that was very interesting. My favorite exploratory that you get to choose in 7th grade, or elective, sorry, I still call it exploratory, is probably Show Me the Money because I think it really helps you throughout life, and it helps you learn about some of the adult things that you have to do in or later years. And the description of that class seems really boring, but I promise you it's a really good class. So.
Hi, my name is Bishop. I'm an 8th grader at Emerson. I was in the Fireflies Corps when I was in 6th grade, and it was awesome. I'm currently on the Antelope team in 8th grade, and yeah. One of my favorite classes from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade was foods. You get to cook really cool foods, and you also get to keep all the recipes you made at the end of the trimester, so it's fun to be able to experiment at home with your own things.
Hi, I'm Isabel, and I'm currently in 8th grade at Emerson Middle School, and I was in the Ravens Corps in 6th grade.
My favorite class in Emerson Middle School is art materials and printmaking. This is my favorite class because you get a lot of freedom to do whatever you want by only having to follow certain rules. You get to carve copper and make cool figures out of thin strands of paper, which is called quilling. And my favorite project we did in the whole class was printmaking, which is where you get to carve out a block and use some ink to make cool designs. I also loved woods and plastics, since you get to make amazing products that you can take home and keep for yourself forever. You get to use things like neon plastic, the 3D printer, and a bunch of tools to make your project special to you.
Well, I like to do the industrial tech class or plastics and woods because I like to cut wood or plastics and you can just make cool things that can later be throughout all your house. And in 6th grade, you can only take industrial tech because you have to experiment with all the classes and see which ones you like. And then in 6th grade or 7th grade, you can pick woods or industrial tech. And then in 8th grade, you can do plastics or woods. And in these classes, it's very fun because you can just make cool things that can be around your house.
A piece of advice that I would give to incoming 6th graders is to not worry. While coming into middle school may seem like a really stressful experience, there are so many people there to help you along the way.
One piece of advice I would give to you guys coming in as 6th graders is to just find a way to keep your stuff organized and like your work, whether it be keeping stuff in different folders or using a planner or reminding yourself in some way, just so that you don't like get behind on work or like lose some of it. Just figure out a way to get organized and see what works for you.
Hi, I'm Isabella and I'm an 8th grade Soaring Eagle. When I was in 6th grade, I was in the Sugar Gliders Corps. My favorite thing about Emerson is probably the type of classes that we get to take for our electives. Most of their schools don't have foods classes, woods classes, or plastics classes until you get to high school, but it's really cool that we get to have those. It's a nice variety to choose from, and it's just really fun. It makes school, like, if you don't like school, it'll make it that much better.
Is that you can do the musical if you choose to do. You audition and you get cast no matter what. It changed my life. I found one of my greatest passions, and now I'm actually thinking about careers and where I want my life to go because of the musical. If you don't like singing and dancing, you could do stage crew, you can help with the set, costume, makeup.
Hi, incoming Eagles. I'm Henry, and my favorite part about Emerson is all the staff. They're all very supportive and kind to you, and they love to have fun.
My favorite thing about Emerson are both the teachers and the classes. Teachers are always so nice, and they always are able to cheer you up and can always help you whenever you need something. And the classes are always so much fun because the teachers just have such a great time with you, and you have so much fun doing stuff that you would never be able to do at elementary school. Remember, an Emerson Eagle soars.
Future Eagles, this is Mrs. Alimo again. I hope this video gave you a little bit of a sense of what Emerson is all about, and I hope you're a little bit more excited to be a 6th grader now. If you need anything or have any questions between now and the fall, please feel free to reach out to me or any member of our Emerson staff. We are so excited to meet you. Take care and have a great summer.